Guys, I'm so not cool. I literally had to look up what this song was called. But we are back. We're back. This is episode 9 of Grool for School. What's gonna happen on this vlog? What's gonna happen is we're doing like a throwback vlog day because a lot of people have been like, what happened to this thing from DC? What happened to this thing that we heard was in the lab? Guys, shows take on so many different permutations before we freeze them for Broadway. And our writers wrote some incredible stuff that never saw the Broadway light of day, but we all remember it still because we loved it so much. So you're just gonna see little sneak peeks of some of our favorite things that were cut. You're also going to see an entire monologue from Ashley Park using one word, which is an ode to her lover in the show, Jason. And Becca Peterson and Zerda Villanueva going on for Regina and Gretchen Wieners, respectively. It was a crazy week. So yeah, so we had those 2 Mean Girls principal debuts, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy seeing little peeks of some of the things that we love and cherish from our show's history. And that's all I gotta say about this vlog. Enjoy it. And with that, oh. Do you have anything that you want to share that, you know, isn't in this final version?
I mean, so back in the day, I used to be what they called the Calteen man. And every time Katie mentioned a Calteen bar, I used to come out and do a little jingle with my 2 Calteen girls, but they cut it.
Would you mind sharing it with us?
I need some music. 5, 6, 7, 8, Calteen, Mount Alcorabet, Calteen, don't tell your mom.
Tish, is there anything around the show that was cut that you love?
There was a line in my sides that I really enjoyed, and it was after, you can't join mathletes, it's social suicide. I turned to Gretchen and I went, oh, I beg to differ, brown eyes, and I look forward to making you my second wife once my startup takes off.
That's what's happening.
Is this... I'm on camera?
You're on camera. You're on camera. Well, Rick, start thinking about stuff that was cut from DC or cut from the show in general that you miss, because we're going to put that on tape.
Between Mr. Duvall and Miss Norberg was a love scene right after the line about the Titanic.
Oh, yeah. Could you give us just a little taste? How'd it go?
I love you, Sharon. Oh! Let's spend our lives together. Let's stay away from these children and hide in my office. And she's like, I love you, Mr. Duvall. Won't you stay with me forever? I will wear your Leatherman sweater forever. And then we kissed.
Woo! Was there anything from DC that you missed? Any lines? Any songs?
Did we do the verse in Revenge Party yet?
No. Do you want to go sing it with Barrett?
I feel like I have a good line that was cut that I missed.
Oh, what about, how did you say that?
Oh my god, that was really fun. Remember the scene we did across when you're like,
oh, yeah,
I guess he's just not that into... No, you're like, he's not... What did you say?
Wait, let's
about
film
Aaron?
it. Let's film it. You be Janice.
Uh-huh.
And then I had to walk home and take a bus for 2.5 hours.
Oh, maybe... What is that?
Janice would say...
No, I said something first. I was like, oh, maybe he's just figuring it out.
Maybe he just doesn't like you.
Why would you say that? No, it's how can you say that, right?
Where's Barrett?
This is why this moment was cut.
Let's do it again. Let's do it again.
Okay,
you say, maybe he's just not that into you.
Right.
Okay. This was a scene after Aaron and Katie's apartment, which was also a scene that was cut. So, and then I had to take the bus home for 2.5 hours.
Well, maybe he's just processing it.
Maybe he's just not that into you.
How could you say that?
it!
And let your father leave me out of it, Jane. She had a name. Ah, Jane. I still say it to her
Wait, can
on
we
the
go
exit.
see Katie's first boyfriend?
Oh, baby.
There he is. That's Katie's first boyfriend.
Yes, this is why we thought our daughter had a problem. So we thought Chicago would fix that. What do you think, Kyle?
TBT.
What is this from? This is from
Whose house?
All right.
Forget it.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 6.
Hey!
Jason? Jason!
A bit more like neediness in it.
Jason! 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 Jason!
Okay, this is cut from Revenge Party. We're trying to give Regina a beard. I say, okay, what if we take my Rogaine, it's for my chest, you squeeze it into her moisturizer, and then 8 to 10 days later, boom. Remember that?
I do remember that.
Christmas change.
Christmas time is here.
Do you ever get to go to your dressing room?
Never. I don't go to my dressing room once during the show.
They intermission, right?
Intermission.
She's the hardest working gal on Broadway, folks.
If she knew, she would blow a fuse.
She would kill you so hard.
If I were you, I would just re-choose. Not a word, Karen.
Okay.
But I'll never spill, so you just be brave. You could totally kill me and I'll take it to my grave. Cause we're friends and so she will never know. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Taylor, you had some fun cut stuff. You had a whole.
Don't look at my boobs.
Don't see my boobies. You had a whole jar of lines that Tina gave you, right?
Jar! Oh yeah, because when I came into the cafeteria right before You Can't Sit With Us, there used to be a joke. Do you guys remember?
Oh yeah, like Wrecking
I mean, I was not the most
I was
embarrassing.
not the most embarrassing part of that talent show. Did you see that Damien kid sing Wrecking Ball or?
Oh yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, see that?
Wasn't that one about like
so much
better Avita or something?
Yeah, so much better from Lily Blunt.
Don't
Lily
have
Blunt.
your Argentina. Or, no, am I
And
wrong?
for our DC opening, Tina gave me a jar of all the different punchlines that we tried.
And now what do you say? Do you not say any of them?
No, we just cut it!
What was this, guys? This is a cut verse from Revenge Party?
Cut verse from Revenge Party.
Here we go.
And I start with this. I'll bring the glow sticks.
I'll bring balloons and we'll have chocolate ice cream cup.
Whoa, whoa, that's the wrong notes. Start.
Start two.
And cut.
Cut. Say cut.
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 I'll bring the glow sticks.
I'll bring balloons and we'll have chocolate ice cream cup.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'll be the DJ spinning the tunes on a turntable made of her bones.
And then imagine we're sisters, cause sisters have fun, playing dress up in Barbies and tags.
Sweetheart, when was the last party you were at?
And then we'll roll on the grass and stare up at the sun, and then we'll stuff our remains in a bag.
And throw it in the river.
Revenge Party.
I really miss that verse.
So this is Coach Carr. He's just not dressed right now. What are all the versions of what we would be studying at North Shore this semester?
So it would always start with, this fall we're going to be doing the state required unit on abstinence. Now it is. And then in the spring we do condoms and nutrition.
But it
Then
used
it
to
was
be.
also condoms and choking. And then it was also self-esteem and choking. And also there was a good one, your body and rubbers.
And now what do we study at North Shore one more time?
Condoms and nutrition.
Absolutely.
Jason! 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 Jason!
5, 6, 7, 8.
I can be a fireman, a sexy fireman, or ringmaster of a sexy circus tent. Whoosh. I could be a senator or a sexy congressman and grow up to be the first sexy president. Whoa! I wanna be and sexy. I can be what I wanna be and hot.
Jason! Do you have anything from old versions of the show that you miss?
Oh, from this show?
Yeah.
My song?
Oh my gosh, can you give us a little taste of it?
Um,
A small snippet.
How did it start? My dear Regina. No, wait, that was
I
a
have
really
just
old one.
birthed you.
But then we changed it to the last one. Oh, yes, they betrayed you. Because that's what girls do. But I liked the end.
What was the end?
Call her and say, I love, you know, like, but then someday you'll have your own girl, and suddenly you'll understand.
Another point of view.
Was it your mother's point of view?
Oh, and suddenly you'll understand your mother's point of view, and maybe call her and say, I'm going like a million.
And I love that because you used to cry during it every night.
It was so beautiful. It was one of my mom's favorite songs.
Aww.
I love you.
It was so sweet.
And it was you reading a letter.
No, but then we changed it. It was first me reading a letter, then we changed it, and I was just like
Talking.
confronting her. Yeah.
What's happening today? Regina, Regina, Regina. Regina, Joy can stay alive. We're so excited.
Look at you. Erica's fully ready for the show, and I
no wear clothes. Okay, we're gonna read some lines. I hear there's a new Gretchen Wieners in town.
Hello.
Hey, you ready, baby?
Yeah, baby.
You excited? I'm not gonna keep this camera in your face for too long because I know you gotta get ready. But we're so
trying to
pumped.
figure out what goes where.
What a week. What a week.
Lots of glitter.
Which costume are you most excited to wear?
Oh, whose house?
Oh, the
Whose
denim
house is
pantsuit.
Whose house is lying?
Whose house
They just asked
really?
it. In height order too. Good job.
It's a Gretchen Wieners debut.
Thank you.
Gretchen Wieners.
All right, now we should go downstairs.
All right, now it's places.
I'm
Let's
ready.
go. This was what Aaron Samuels and I sang after
How'd it go?
after I told him Regina cheated on him. How did it?
Can't hear
Kyle, you can't ask that. Okay,
I
so
know, I'm-
he would. There it is. Oh wait.
Stupid with love.
Aaron.
And now I get it. Thank you for your honesty.
Sometimes people get stupid with love. Stupid with love. Like me. Cut! Hey everybody. Thanks for watching episode 9, our sneak attack episode that we weren't supposed to have, but we did. I don't know if there'll be another one. I gotta go meet some people at the stage door, but thanks for watching. As always, thanks for supporting the show. We love you. That's all. But Cheech, get to the stage. My God, Cheech is just